problems of overpopulation. So we know that the population is not evenly distributed all over India. We know the reasons for it. But how did we get this information in the first place? The population is actually counted. People from the government go from house to house all over the country and record the number of people staying there, the ages of the people, the number of men and women, etc. This is a very huge task and not a simple one. So, it is done once in every 10 years. It is known as the census. It gives us a lot of information about the way the people are in the country, where they are, and so we can make plans for their development. It is not a good thing that our population is so high. Imagine distributing one apple between two people. Each person gets half an apple. That is more than enough for each person. What if we have to distribute the same apple among 4 people? Each person gets a quarter of the apple, which is still okay. Try sharing this apple between 8 people. Each one will get a very thin slice. What about among 16 people? The share of each goes on reducing as the number of people sharing it increases. The same problem arises when the population of a country increases. The amount of land, water, soil, minerals, etc. in a country is fixed. When the number of people become more, what each person gets becomes less. If the number of people sharing something is too high, nobody gets enough. When this happens, the resources of a country are said to be strained. If there is not enough food for the people, they will develop health problems. If a city becomes overcrowded, then it is difficult to keep it clean and give good facilities to the people. You can imagine what will happen if there are too many kids in a park. Kids won't get their turn on the slide quickly. So, they may stop standing in line and start pushing or climbing up from the other side. If there are too many kids on the trampoline, no one gets enough space to jump. Also, it may tear because of the rough use, and then no one will be able to enjoy. If too many kids wait for the swing, they may start pushing and shoving there too. If many kids climb up on the swing at the same time, that will break. Then it will just be confusion and chaos in the park. This becomes dangerous, accidents can happen, and the park is not a fun and safe place anymore. If you understand the problem of parks, then you can see the same problem all over the country. The buses and trains are so crowded, it is difficult to keep them clean and in good working condition. You also can't maintain good zoos, museums, aquariums, theatres if there are so many people. Overall, if the population increases too much, then the people cannot live very well. With too many people, it becomes difficult to have a good quality of schools and colleges. If people don't learn well, they don't get good jobs, so they don't earn well. If they don't earn well, they stay poor. When people stay poor, then there are all sorts of other problems. Just having a lot of people is not enough. It is important to see the quality of the people. Quality of the people means how educated they are, what skills they have, what attitude they have, etc. If a country has an educated and skilled population, that country will progress very fast. If most of the population is uneducated and unskilled, they will be unemployed and poor, and that is even worse for a nation.